So here we're going to identify the vertex and the axis of symmetry. Your vertex is either the highest or lowest point of the parabola, depending on how it opens. And your axis of symmetry is a vertical line that divides your parabola in half, and it goes through that vertex point. So in lesson 2.1, we worked with the vertex form for a parabola. So that's what you see here at the top of the slide. And we talked about the h and we talked about the k. The h and k are the 2 points that will give us our vertex. Now remember, the h tells us left and right, and those were opposites. So we were adding to go left and subtracting to go right. So when we go through and use this formula to identify our vertex, you want to think the opposite when you are going to the left and right. So if I go left, it's going to look like a positive value, but it's really going over to a negative number. And likewise, if it has a negative number, it's really going right, and going right goes over to our positive values. So we just want to flip the sign of the value. And then k is our up and down, so those were normal. We added to go up and subtracted to go down, so you don't have to worry about changing any sign. So in A, I have my function 3 times the quantity of x plus 2 quantity squared plus 1. So I want to identify the vertex and the axis of symmetry. So the vertex comes from the h value that tells me left or right, and the k value that tells me up or down. So the x plus 2 tells me that this is going left 2, and if it's going left, it's going to go over to an x value of negative 2. And then the plus 1 tells me that's going up 1, so that's going to be going up to positive 1. So my vertex can be found at negative 2, positive 1. Now the axis of symmetry, like I said, is a vertical line through the vertex. So remember, vertical lines are written as x equals, and it's just going to be going through the x coordinate of our vertex, which is negative 2. So the axis of symmetry would be x equals negative 2. So that's what we're going to do for all of the other problems. The vertical stretch in the front's not going to matter. If there's a negative, that's not going to matter. All I'm concerned about is the left or right and the up or down. So in B, I have my negative 9 to tell me I'm going right 9, and my negative 4 to tell me I'm going down 4. So my vertex will be found at positive 9, negative 4, and the axis of symmetry will go through that positive 9 coordinate, so the axis of symmetry will be at x equals positive 9. In letter C, I am going to concentrate on the x minus 6 to tell me that I'm going right 6, and I have no k, so that means I'm not going up or down. So my y coordinate is going to stay at 0. So my vertex will be at positive 6, 0. The axis of symmetry will go through that x coordinate, so my axis of symmetry will be x equals 6. In D, I have no parentheses around my x, so it's not going left or right, but it is going plus 7, so it's going up 7. So my vertex will be at 0, 7, and then our axis of symmetry will go through that x coordinate, so my axis of symmetry will be at x equals 0.